Hey everyone, Amy Bowser-Tennant here, the Genealogy Reporter, and it is Genealogy Thoughts Thursday. Today's topic might be a little more heavy than usual, but I'm very excited to bring more to this conversation. We're going to be talking about diversity in the genealogy community. When we talk about this topic, lots of people, they have very strong opinions, and they're also very enthusiastic about this as well. They want to see diversity in the genealogy community. So let's take that phrase, diversity in the genealogy community. What does that mean? If you were to define that to, say, a 15-year-old, what would you say? Well, when I hear that phrase, my thought is that we're talking about wanting equal representation between men speakers and women speakers on national, state, and local level genealogy society conferences. And that they're also talking about having more representation of African American lecturers, the actual speakers, and also topics, as well as other cultures such as the Latin American genealogy, the genealogy and lectures and topics that have to do with Asian families. And so that diversity, of course, is super important because more and more people are becoming interested in genealogy and family history. And everyone has something to give. Everyone comes from a different background, right? Different experiences and so forth. So that is what I interpret it to mean when someone says they want diversity in the genealogy community. Now, just recently, RootsTechLondon came out with their keynote speakers for their upcoming fall conference. And we had a lot of pushback in the Twitter world especially about the fact that they were an all-white male panel of keynote speakers. Now, personally, I hesitate to label them white because I know for a fact that you can't tell by looking at a person what their ethnicity is. You can assume, and you can usually, sometimes you can be very accurate, but you don't always know. And I have that in my own family. My biological sister, who has the exact same father and mother that I do, she is often misidentified as being Hispanic or even African American. I don't like to automatically say that those four men on the panel are white. Maybe they identify as white. They look white to me, but I don't know. But I do think that they're all identifying as male. I think that one's obvious, but there again, you can never be too sure. So why didn't I have a problem with the all-white male keynote speakers at RootsTech? Well, I look at RootsTech or any organization more as a, what have these people been doing over a long period of time? And I would say, what are the fruits of their labors? What does RootsTech, what have they done in the past? What is their SOP, standard operating procedure? And then how does that relate to what this one thing, this recent announcement of their keynote speakers for RootsTechLondon? Because when I think of keynote speakers or the topics or the speakers in general at a RootsTech conference, I see people of all color, race, creed, religion, size, orientation, all of it. So I see diversity, but maybe others don't see enough. I don't know. But I wanted to bring something to your attention. Over the last 5 years at RootsTech in Salt Lake City, Utah, the keynote speakers have been, I think, a nice rounded look at diversity. So in 2015, we had Donny Osmond, Tan Lee, she is a woman, that is a woman's name, Dennis Brimhall, Mike Malin. I'll say something about Mike, handsome guy. Looked him up because I didn't know who he was. I don't know what his ethnicity is. I couldn't tell by looking. Laura W. Bush, Jenna Hager, Joshua Taylor, AJ Jacobs, Scott Sorensen, and Nathan Furr. So it looks like we've got 3 women to several men, but still nice diversity, in my opinion. We've got different ethnicities there, and lots of different experiences, right? So that was fun. 2016, we had Bruce Feiler, Paula Williams Madison, Ryan Ines, Doris Kearns Goodwin, David Isay, and Mike Levitt. And I apologize, I'm probably hacking some of these names to high heaven, but there you have it. So that one was really good. I particularly liked Paula Williams Madison. That was really neat. 2017, we had Liz Wiseman, the Scott brothers, LeVar Burton, Be Still My Heart. That was the most poignant keynote I have ever heard in my life. It was awesome. Buddy Valastro and CeCe Moore. In 2018, we had Brandon Stanton, Scott Hamilton, Henry Louis Gates Jr., another favorite of mine, and Natalia, and I'm going to say this wrong, I know, Lafourcade, I don't know, but you know who I'm talking about. And that was just a really neat keynote as well. Hearing her sing songs from the movie Coco was just tearjerker. In 2019, we had Saru Beerley, Patricia Heaton, Derek Hogue, Jake Shima Bukuru, and Steve Rockwood. So that one in particular also was really fun. And looks like we had, some diversity there as well. So what do you think? Do we have enough diversity? Can there ever be enough diversity? So the bottom line is that I feel in this most recent case with RootsTechLondon that it was just a coincidence that there was an all-white male panel settled on for keynote speakers. I do know that Jen Allen, the RootsTech coordinator, came out and mentioned a few names of females that they were trying to get as keynote speakers that they were unsuccessful in getting. And I know that it must be very difficult to get keynote speakers for any conference. There's lots of contractual information that has to be agreed upon, and sometimes that can be a real problem in getting people to commit to being keynote speakers. As for the other organizations nationally or state level and whether or not they have diversity in their genealogy conferences or even enough diversity, I can't really say. I just don't have enough knowledge about those other conferences to make an informed opinion or to even have an opinion on that. And lastly, I just want to say that I think this conversation was absolutely vital. It continues to be important. And when it was brought up several years ago, I think it directly influenced the fact that I have gotten to add two more favorite speakers to my list, Ari Wilkins and LaBrenda Garrett Nelson. So I think that the conversation of diversity in the genealogy community has brought us some really great people and has just made us better. I hope you agree, at least with that part. Thanks for joining me today on Genealogy Thoughts Thursday. I hope you come back for Genealogy Tips Tuesday and Family Story Friday. Look forward to having you here. Please subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate it. We've had a lot of new subscribers and we welcome everyone. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.